So, it's been a long time since I've made a video. And I thought with no better way to kick off a new series other than unboxing the Queen of Dragons herself, Tiamat. This model here I had entered in a raffle with one of our local shops here in eastern Kentucky, Smith's Dungeon. You can find them in Grayson, Kentucky. They have a great shop, great group of people. I actually had the owners, Becky and Sean, on the podcast before, and I was one of the lucky, well, I say one, but I was the lucky winner of this amazing centerpiece. Like, if you ever wanted to cause a TPK, this old girl right here is the ticket to do it. So I wanted to share it with you all. I'm just completely ecstatic. This is like opening, my original Nintendo, whenever I was a kid. This is unreal to be able to have this, and this is such an honor and a privilege to be able to have this, and I'm completely ecstatic. So we're gonna do the unboxing now. So let's. I haven't opened it up, but it's still got the tape and everything on it. So let's get started. All right, let's. The world's dullest knife. Ah, yes. Okay. Let's see how the Nolzurs Marvelous Miniatures holds up on this $400 set piece. It'll be easy, and I don't want to rip nothing. Let's keep her as pristine as possible. Well, we'll get the logo here. Gargantuan Tiamat. And I'm not sure if I should stand up for this or what, but this is a huge box. Like, oh, I've got some minis over there, but you get the idea. This thing is freaking massive. Like, it is just unreal as to how large this air quotes miniature is. So it's all sealed up and everything, so I may have to actually stand up here. Don't have much space between my chair and the wall, but we're still gonna do this. We're just gonna do it live. But let's make this as authentic and genuine as possible. I'm beyond excited. So okay, I'm gonna see if I can get my big butt out of the chair here. Okay, all right. Just gonna scoot this back out of frame. Okay. All right. I don't even know the best way to do this. Okay. Like, it's packaged so well in here. Okay. Nice and gentle. This is not gonna work. Okay. I'm curious if there is any assembly required. So we'll come over here. I'm gonna take the box and set it over here to the side. Oh, I'll bring this up closer. So for those who haven't seen the box, like, it comes unpainted, but this is what you get. The five-headed terror herself. I'm really excited. So, okay. Set that there. Set this out. Make sure we're still in good frame here. Okay. Little trusty dull knife. One side. And two. Okay. Careful not to touch anything in the center. All right, y'all ready? All right, let's see. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Okay. What I'm about to pull out of here, this is just one wing, okay? All right. Look at this. Look at the size of this. This is unreal. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. Let's get this bad boy out. This is supposed to come already pre-primed and everything. And this is just unreal. The size and everything. Look at this. Look at the detail that's involved in this. Let's see if I can get a good angle on this. You can see the veins, the leathery type wings. Flip this over. No cracks, no blemishes of any kind. Wow, just absolutely mind-boggling. Okay, I have to get a mini just that way so we can do a size comparison. Hold on, I've got something right over here. Okay. What should we pick? Let's just pick like just a standard size mini, and I'll go with let's see. Let's go with this fella right here. As I continue to search for a mini to use, I've got so many over here in the corner that I haven't painted. Okay, there we go. This is Johnny Trinity from Loot Studios from their welcome pack. I don't know if y'all can see that, but my camera's picking it up real well. But I'm just going to lay it here on the table. Oh, wait, scoot this back so we can get the whole thing in the frame here. That's a mini. This is one of Tiamat's wings. That's insane. That is so nuts to have something that is this big to be like that. Like, that is just unreal. Absolutely unreal. Oh my gosh, I'm like a feels like I'm a kid again. Okay, I'm super excited. So we're gonna leave the centerpiece here for now, and let's get this other wing out. The packaging is all well done. It's in here very tight and very neat. We just want to be gentle here. Yeah. Okay. Get the other wing. Okay. Now, there is, okay, that looks intentional right here. This spike is kind of blemished. I don't see anything in the packaging, no leftover bits or anything like that, so that's good. Wow. I can honestly say, just my initial impressions, I'm very impressed with this. But let's just get both wings out on the table. Now my D&D table, is roughly 3 by 5. So if we were to take these wings, put them side by side, pretty much covers a 3-foot width on this. So that alone is insane. So let's do the body. Let's get the body up. I'm gonna treat this like a rare piece of glass here. Oh, no. Okay, so we have the base. base looks like it's about 10 inches or so in circumference. It does have some knobs here, I'm assuming, where her feet are placed. So lay that here. Oh no, her tail is actually separate as well. Okay, so let's get this out. Very gently. We don't want to try to rip any of the packaging or anything like that. Okay. This is Tiamat's tail. And it looks like there is an acrylic stand here to help support some of the weight that's involved in that. Like it's just got a, I don't know how well the camera can pick that up, but it's just a standard little piece of acrylic there. And this is the tail of Tiamat. Very, very large. Like I printed some fairly large, 3D prints and stuff, but the tail alone is bigger than the build plate on my Anycubic Mono 4K. Like that is awesome. Like no blemishes, there's nothing broken. Doesn't look like I'm gonna have to do very much sanding at all, if any. Like everything seems to be well done, precision, which is important. I mean, if you're gonna be spending money on a big set piece like this, you want those fine attention to details. So, all right, now we can finally get to the body. Okay, so let's very gently lift her out. Very gently. You want to be careful. We don't want to hurt any of the, looks like some of her spikes that came through the plastic here, but that's not a big deal. Gently lift this off. Look at this. Look at that. I mean, have you ever... I can't imagine, if you went to your local hobby store and it's like, can I get that out of the box? I just want to see how big it is. And you probably would be met with some questionable faces at minimum, if not just an outright flat no. But let me get this closer to the camera here. Okay. So, starting from the camera's right, we have the white, the blue, the centerpiece red, followed by the green. Oh, gets back in the frame. The green, and my personal favorite, the black dragon. And you can see the detail and stuff in this wonderful piece. Like it is just amazingly well done. Look at that. Do a nice shot of the underbelly here. You can see where the supports are going. So I guess it must not have been for the tail. It must be for this center supports. Here's what that other piece of acrylic was for. So let's just set this down on the table, kind of preemptively here. Okay. And I'm not going to put anything together quite yet. I would like to do a video series on actually assembling this and going through the painting process, all the touch-ups and stuff like that, to really do this miniature justice, because this is just phenomenal. The quality and the the kind of repertoire that Tiamat herself deserves. Like, this is well worth it. Like, it's even inside the tail, you have a groove here, and on the back side of the model you have a matching groove there. So I'm gonna see if I can kind of put this together a little bit. Oh, that fits just perfect. Like, we're not gonna have to hardly do any infill at all on that. It's like maybe a little bit of green stuff through here. Tie that all in. But there's no resistance here. Like it just gently fits over that. You can kind of feel it kind of tighten up and lock into place real nice. So there's that. Let's set this back here. And why not? Let's go ahead and do the wings too. Let's just see. Or should I go ahead and tie it to the base? What do y'all think? It didn't come with any directions of any kind, so let's see. Maybe this is just to help support it up here. Okay, so that fits in there real well like that. Line up these marks here. Well, that may not be what it's for. Okay. Or it could be, but there's a little bit of a gap, maybe a quarter of an inch, something to that effect. But I'm just going to set this here. I don't want to do too much movement as right now. Let's just get that set up there, and let's ever so gently attach these wings. So I'm just going to assume that these just kind of slide in and lock into place. Yes. Okay, that appears to be the case. Now, if I just let this wing here hang, it's enough to tip the model over. That's the amount of weight, the sheer weight this model has. So I'm going to continue to press this in here ever so gently. I'm not going to push too hard because I don't want to risk breaking anything. Grab the other wing. Let's place it on this other side. I mean, just look at the size of this thing. It's unreal. Okay. Ever so gently. Now it's got some actual locking tabs here. I just want to be real careful when I'm putting this together. Okay, I actually felt it slot in there. So we should be okay, he says, very, very superstitiously here. I just want to be very careful not to bend or crack anything under this kind of pressure. So, yeah, look at that. Okay, it's perfect. So, you can see, I'm not a small guy. And this is just absolutely a unit and a half of a dragon. Absolutely. Like, I'm not having to touch anything. Everything fits in here quite well. Everything is well done. I'm going to bring it up closer to the camera now, so you all can get a good look as to what to expect with everything. So you can see I might be able to work some of this gap in here, but at worst, that's to be expected when you're dealing with large models and stuff, to have some kind of gap in between, you know, fitting parts and stuff like that. But let's see if I can get this to a better angle out here. This is actually quite heavy to be holding out. It's probably at least a 5-pound miniature, if not more. Like, look at that in all of her absolute glory. Just absolutely wonderful. And I cannot wait to put this on the table. It's well worth it. Well worth it. So, in my opinion, if I have to do any kind of rating whatsoever. I would say this is a definite 10 out of 10. Definite 10 out of 10. With the seams and stuff being visible on like the connecting parts and everything, that's to be expected and can easily be remedied with your choice of filler. Some people do like air dry clay. I think on this I'll probably use green stuff. Seems to be the go-to as far as like being able to help hold everything together and hold everything nice and tight together. But to be honest, I was really expecting that I would have to glue each individual head on, and I'm really glad that I didn't have to do that. Trying to make space and make some marks to where, you know, the actual where the heads line up and the most, you know, and the pose that it's intended. And if you've ever assembled any sort of, you know, miniature or anything like that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And for instance, Warhammer, you cannot paint a Space Marine if you have a gun out in front of him. You know, you can't paint none of the chest, none of the detail or anything like that. Like this is great. I mean, it's going to take a long time, and I know that they say it's pre-primered and everything. You just start painting right away, and I'm not going to do that. Most likely what I will do is I'll start with a black prime and then go in with a dark gray dry brush and then follow up with a white dry brush to kind of bring out those raised edges and highlights and everything. And then, and only then, will I start applying the base layers with some contrast paint and stuff like that. Do, you know, your typical slap chop method. And I'm not the world's best painter when it comes to doing this stuff, but this is definitely a model that I'm going to spend some time on to try to do this right, to do it justice, and I will make sure to keep you all updated every step of the way, so that way we can enjoy this together. But if y'all have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them down below. Once again, thank you for Smith's Dungeon for having this contest, and you know, it's such a great thing. This is absolute. I mean, I had zero expectations. Like whenever I got home for the evening and we had just bought, you know, a new air conditioning unit, so I was in the midst of putting that together, got my shower and everything, and started to sit back in my chair because Loot Studios was getting ready to release their new line in June, which I was super excited about. So I went ahead and I got my 3D printer and stuff ready, sat down on my computer, and I seen where, you know, I was tagged on Facebook as the winner, and I got to see that, and I nearly spit out my drink because I was just in so much shock. This is absolutely incredible, and I could not be happier. And to my players, if you think that I'm not going to use this at my table, you are sorely mistaken. But I've rambled on quite long enough. Tell me what you all think. I know I'm in love with it. It's great. Absolutely 100% well done model. And, you know, like I said, I'll be posting updates, be taking pictures, posting them on social media. You all, please just, yeah, hit the like and subscribe button, and I will most certainly keep you all informed as this process goes about. Thank you all for being here. This is Minuteman Mike. I'm out. I got so excited I left my mouse over here.